Welcome back to On the Case, people. I'm a lone soldier today, and let me tell you, if I ever needed a podcast, it's today. These are the days that I'm grateful I have a podcast where I can come and just talk for a long period of time, because today is just one of those days where I need to like spill my brain onto you, and I'm so happy you're here. We're so happy you're here, guys. If you're watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify, feel free to do a little screenshot, post it, tag us. We need listeners. But yeah, I'm gonna start positive, because we all know I like to go negative. No, I'm not gonna be negative. I'm gonna be very real with you all today. So let's start with a little recap of last week. So last week, obviously, we had Adam on the podcast. I listened to it on the way here. So funny. If you haven't listened yet, give it a listen. I feel like I've had such good guests in the last couple of weeks, guys. And yeah, any other guests that you want, do let me know and I'll try work my magic. But yeah, other than that, last week was pretty quiet. Obviously, you know, I done my ad for Minute. It's out by now if you're watching this. Yeah, I was delighted with how it came out in the end. I'm actually very like self-critical of like all my ads. Usually when I watch them back, I'm like, oh, was that a bit shit? But no, it turned out really well, and it was a very full circle moment for me, so I was buzzing. Also, I have a bit of a headache today, guys, so I'm gonna try not be low energy. Paul gave me some drugs, legal drugs, and Kathy, who works here in F104, gave me this like mad like massage situation going on. I was in the canteen, Paul came in, I was like, what the hell's going on? But yes, so I was in work on Thursday night doing my radio show, and I was like, it's a bank holiday weekend, I have 3 days off. Why am I not going anywhere? So here's me on fucking Ryanair looking up flights while I'm literally on the radio. If you're my manager, I wasn't doing that. And I realized, obviously, all the flights for the following day were like crazy money. I don't know why I thought I'd get like a cheap like $9.99 flight on Ryanair or something. So me and Uncle Pat decided to go to Belfast. We love Belfast. We've been, I think, twice before together. So we just said, feck it, why not? So booked it the night before. We stayed somewhere called the Flint Hotel. It's like really central. It was quite expensive though, I will say, because obviously we booked it the night before and it was the Easter bank holiday. I think for 2 nights it was $340, which isn't like the worst. That works out at like $175 a night. But we went to Amsterdam for like near enough the same price, you know what I mean? So yeah, booked that, and then we decided that I'd book somewhere for dinner for the Friday. And he'd book somewhere for the Friday, I'd book somewhere for the Saturday, and we keep it a surprise. Now, obviously, I'm very fussy, so you kind of have to just book somewhere that has pizza, because otherwise I'm not going to eat it. So yeah, we done that, and then went home that night, and I was like, I'm so not arse packing right now, so I literally just had a shower, done my tan, and the following morning I had to get up and pack. And yeah, I wasn't that prepared, because obviously I didn't know I was going. So luckily I have loads of new clothes, because all I ever do is buy clothes. So I just shoved a load of stuff in a suitcase, 20 kg suitcase for 2 days, wouldn't be like me, and set off on my journey. So I headed up to Uncle Pat's house, and actually, sorry, we need to go back for a minute. On the way, I said, I'll stop off and get a little iced coffee, you know, because I was tired. Can I move this ball? It's annoying me. So yeah, stopped off to get a little iced coffee in my local coffee shop where I always go. Nicest iced coffee ever. And usually you have to park in behind in the car park, which I don't really like because it's a really tight car park. But I seen somebody was street parking and they were leaving their car space. So I was like, grand, when they drive out, I'll drive in. So I drove in, not gonna lie, my parking was really bad, but I was like, you know what, I'm only going in for like 60 seconds, should be fine. Come out. There's a big fat sticker on my window. Do you see this? Yeah. Paul seen it. Big fat sticker on my car window. I was like, are you actually joking me? So what did I do? I storm in to the newsagents where I thought put it on, and I said, sorry, did one of you put that on my car out there? And they were like, no. Bear in mind, I was going to say, I don't know if I can say this, but I can definitely say this. This shop was robbed at gunpoint a couple of weeks back. So I'd say they were shitting themselves with me barging in there. It was a fake gun though in the end. And I was like, which one of you put that on my car? And they were like, it wasn't us. And I was like, well, who was it then? They were like, it was probably the place next door. The place next door, I think it's like a mechanics or some sort of garage or something. So I was fuming over this because I looked it up. You're not allowed to put a sticker on someone's car if you're not like a parking warden or person. And even at that, they don't put a sticker. They put like a fucking ticket, or they send you something in the mail. So I was fuming over this. I was gonna go in and go mad at them, but then it started torrential raining. So I was like, I better not go in there, because I was just all heated or whatever. So then I drove up a bit further, pulled in again, tried to get it off my window, and it's leaving that like sticky residue. So I was like, I actually can't be dealing with this right now. So I drove to Uncle Pat's and just decided I'd forget about it for the weekend. But today he tried to get it off my car and it's not budging. So it's looking like I'm gonna have to get like some sort of like scraper and some sort of like sticky stuff remover, which is inconvenient for me. I don't have time for that, and I also don't want to pay for that. So I feel like going in there and giving them abuse, to be honest, because I'm pissed off about it. It's also obstructing my view, which is your fault. You like, and someone also told me that it's like under some like criminal damage act, like you're not allowed to do that to people's cars. But anyway, I'm peed off about it. I'm also wearing no shoes today, guys, because I just need to be like, I just feel like I need to be with nature right now. I'm sitting really weirdly if you're watching on YouTube, but I just need this right now. Anywho, I look ridiculous on the screen. So yeah, anyways, got to Uncle Pat's house and he surprised me. He got me a Dubai chocolate Easter egg. We all know I really wanted one from Sugar Plum. €40. Spenny for an Easter egg, guys, but worth it. It's so feckin' nice. And he also surprised me with the boyfriend pajamas from Penny's. We all know I really wanted the purple ones. But a little, like, I wasn't disheartened, but he was a bit disheartened because Sugar Plum ended up sending me out the Easter egg and somebody from TikTok bought me the pajamas. So like, it wasn't like he had got them for me first, but it was a thought that counts. And also the person that bought me the pajamas on TikTok put them on her Vinted and I bought them off her Vinted. So I actually don't have them yet. So technically he got me the pajamas before anyone else did. So yeah, that was grand. Headed off on our merry way to Belfast and we have a Belfast playlist. Sorry, not me yawning. Not me yawning my past. Not my toes being out as well. Anyone that has a foot fetish, get onto YouTube. Yeah, so we drove down to Belfast. We have a Belfast playlist because obviously we go to Belfast regularly. When I say regularly, we've been like twice, but anyway. And yeah, we got there, checked into the hotel. It was really, really nice. It was kind of more of like an apartment vibes, which I love because more room. And then we went to Mackle's, right? Mackle's is like a really famous, popular ice cream coffee spot in Belfast. There's a couple of them, I think, around Ireland. But they have like a half and half drink. It's like a half matcha, half coffee. I don't even like matcha, but I just wanted to get it for the aesthetic. So went there, got the drink. It was actually really nice. I got a strawberry matcha. I wouldn't say I love matcha, but if it has a flavor in it, I'll drink it. But I do prefer coffee. So yeah, got that and then headed back to the hotel to get ready for dinner. And then Uncle Pat was like, look, I'm just going to tell you where I booked because I'm afraid you're not going to like it. And I was like, okay. He was like, I literally booked the place next door. Like, I thought it was like, so it's not the hotel restaurant, but it's beside the hotel. So technically the hotel kind of say, oh, this is our restaurant kind of vibes. He was like, I don't want you to think I just like was lazy and booked the hotel restaurant. He's like, I didn't realize when I booked it, it was like 100 meters beside us. I was like, I don't care. Like, it's grand. Really nice. It was called Amelia Hall. Lovely starters, gorgeous pizza, unreal cocktails. I've kind of discovered that I prefer a porn star martini without the Prosecco, which is really weird because I love Prosecco. But when you put it into a porn star, it kind of just sits on the top. So the cocktails they had there didn't have the Prosecco in them. So yeah, loved them. Then that night, did we go? Oh yeah. Oh my God, this is another thing, right? So we went to the Dirty Onion, or so I thought. So every time I go to Belfast, I go to the Dirty Onion. It's an outdoor like smoking area situation, but they have like live music and it's just like really good vibes, really good live music in Belfast. So every time I go to Belfast, we go there. And I actually forgot my ID this time, so I was kind of para I wouldn't get in anywhere because obviously I don't want to say I look young, but I feel like I look youngish. So Uncle Pat had his ID obviously, but he's only 22. So I was like, surely if he's 22, they're gonna know that I'm 22 or older. But anyways, we ended up getting in. It was fine. Went there the first night, and then the second night we went back there and we got chatting to a group of people. And they were like, oh yeah, like we're in the Thirsty Go. And I was like, what? They were like, yeah, this is the Thirsty Go. And then everything made sense because I had been thinking about this bar in my head that I went to before when I went to Belfast with the girls. And I was like, oh my God, I wonder where that bar is. I remember it was really good. It was really big, outdoor, live music. Turns out that was the Dirty Onion. So all along I've been in the Thirsty Go. I've went to the Thirsty Go with Uncle Pat 3 or 4 times now. Every time I've told him we're in the Dirty Onion and we're actually not. So, and you'd love to know how I actually got them mixed up because there is a big goat in the middle of the smoking area in a cage. Now, it's obviously not a real goat, like, do you know what I mean? It's a fake goat. So why I thought I was in the Dirty Onion is beyond me. But anyways, guys, highly recommend Thirsty Go. And next time I go back to Belfast, I will make sure to go to the actual Dirty Onion. I think my confusion was they're right beside each other. And also the Thirsty Go has an indoor area. So I kind of thought the indoor area was Thirsty Go, the outdoor was Dirty Onion. The whole thing. Anyway, love Belfast. Great night out. Everyone I find is so much nicer up there. And also I don't get as hounded like with people that know me, which is good, which comes across whatever, but I don't care. It's my freaking podcast. Yeah, good to see people come up to me, but they're all really, really, really nice. So yeah, second day, what did we do? We went for breakfast that morning. We went to a place called Melrose Cafe. Got a lovely little French toast, bit of bacon, was gorgeous, some orange juice. Then we kind of walked around for a while, got our steps in. I wanted to go to Sephora. Obviously, we all know Belfast is a new Sephora, but the queue was like out the door. Then we went to Bershka, and oh my God, I just love Bershka so much. Bershka had such nice stuff, but I found out that Belfast Bershka, it's actually more expensive if that makes sense. So like say if a top is £15.99 in Dublin, it's £15.99 in Belfast, which means it's actually like €18. So I just took photos of everything I liked and I was like, oh, I'll just buy it online because one, save money, and two, effort of like lugging all this shit around Belfast. But it's such nice stuff. But yeah, I recorded a little video while I was in there. And this is the thing, like it's always the little stupid videos that you don't think are going to be viral, that go viral. So I was like to Uncle Pat, oh, will you record me real quick? Because I was wearing a bomber jacket that I got on Vinted, but it actually was from Bershka from the men's section. So I recorded myself wearing that beside the mannequin that was wearing it. Because obviously like, oh my God, Scarlett, I'm wearing the same outfit as the mannequin. And then Uncle Pat was actually wearing something that he got on Bershka. So I was like, oh, let me record him real quick. So yeah, I recorded that, didn't think getting of it, posted it. Fucking actually, let me just check right now what it has, right? So I have got more into Instagram in the last like probably year and a half. 2.4 million views on the reel. Like that is crazy. I have never gotten that many views on a reel in my life. It has 133,000 likes, okay? 15,000 shares, 6,500 reposts. Now look, this is where I will say, right? Don't be fooled. So, Paul, this is where I want to involve you. From a 2.5 million view reel, how many followers do you think I got?
200.
Lad, 202. Okay, guys, before we got really interrupted there, Luke that just busted in, it was actually the subject of one of my other videos that went, well, it wouldn't say viral now, but it did well.
I saw that. You just kind of sat there and laughed at him.
Yeah, so Luke was trying to fill up his water and the thing just wouldn't stop pouring water. So I decided, well, obviously I'm going to video this. I'm not going to help him. But the funniest part was he was just like filling tiny little cups. That did pretty well. Let me get that one. Guys, I'm like, I've said this before. If you're not going to toot your own horn, who will? I just have this eye for stuff and I know what's going to do well. So I posted that on FM104 and my account 200k on Instagram. That's actually good.
But how many followers did you get?
Let me see. Probably like nothing. That's the one thing I will say, guys. Viral videos are great and everything, but you don't get followers from them. Like you might, if it's a story time or something like with your personality, you might. Insights. Okay.
Personality.
From the FM104 one, I don't know. It won't tell me. Only 6% of the viewers were my followers.
Fair.
So that's just... Oh, follows 9.
See, that's why the numbers don't add up.
No. But what I will say is obviously viral videos are good for your account. They're good for your algorithm. They get your face out there more. But I don't know. Like, will you build a career from just viral videos? Maybe not. You need to have personality as well.
No, because some of your videos get 100,000 plus views just on Instagram, but doesn't mean 100,000 people listen to the podcast.
Exactly. And like, say, for example, my cheating saga, I got thousands of followers off that because that was my personality and my story. Whereas if you're just posting a relatable video, like a meme kind of video with a relatable caption, you're not going to get a load of followers off that, you know?
Yeah.
But
what else is on your list?
Yeah, something else that went mega viral last week. I posted a video with Uncle Pat's sister. Guys, she's actually the cutest thing on the planet. She's like a little doll, right? And she was over and we were having a little sleepover and we just did like a face mask or like little eye masks and we were like brushing each other's hair and we were putting on our new pajamas. And of course I knew straight away that was going to do well. Like obviously, like anytime you put a video with like sad music over it, pulls on the heartstrings. Fucking 1.1 million views on TikTok. And like, yeah, TikTok. Let me see how many on Instagram. This is my, well, up until that Bershka video, this was my most viewed reel ever. Instagram, 720,000 views on Instagram. Like that is crazy. Let's check how many followers I got off that. But she's just adorable. I knew it was going to do well. But Uncle Pat's kind of salty now because he's like, I used to be the person that got you all the views and now it's my fucking sister. And then I was like, gold mine, put you both in a video together. 530 follows off that. Because obviously that was a bit more like, not my personality, but it was a bit more personal. Whereas the Bershka one was just kind of like relatable in a way. So yeah, mega views, guys. This is your sign though, if you post on TikTok and you're afraid to post on Instagram. Start posting on Instagram because I used to be terrified to post on Instagram. And even to this day, I'm still a little bit, I wouldn't say anxious, but I'm still a bit like, oh, Scarlett posting on Instagram, which is so stupid. But yeah, was that all my viral videos? So that was, like guys, in a week to get 3, oh sorry, how could I forget fucking Zara Larsson? How did I ever get to go there? So April Fool's obviously happened. And I decided that day that I wasn't going to do any pranks because I couldn't think of anything that was funny. And I'm not going to do something if it's not going to be funny. Sorry, my hair's been in a bun for most of this podcast. Anyway, then I got a brainwave while I was on air. I was like, oh my God, why don't I post that Zara Larson's team after emailing me and asking me did I want to be on stage? So for anybody that missed it, right, I got ChatGPT to do the email, but then I kind of tweaked it myself. So the email basically said, hang on, let me get it. Hi Kasey, hope you're well. I'm part of the team for Zara Larsson. We recently came across your content and Zara absolutely loved your energy. She'll be performing at Electric Picnic this year and we'd love to invite you to join her on stage for a special guest moment during Lush Life. It even feels real reading it. It would just involve a quick rehearsal earlier in the day and a short appearance during the performance. A really fun moment for the crowd. Let me know if you're interested. We'd be so excited to make this happen. Best, Sophia, Zara Larsson's management team, whatever. So then I scribbled out the email at the top, but I left it in at the bottom because I knew that would drive engagement because obviously people were going to be like, oh my God, you idiot, you left in the email because I'm just so good at marketing. I knew people would start commenting. Fecking over 1 million views on TikTok and 700k on Instagram. Did you believe it, Paul?
No, but I thought it was very well written.
Okay.
I could see why people would fall for that.
To do a good April Fool's prank, it has to be believable. If you do something stupid like, do you know when brands say, oh, I don't know, they come out with like mad shit that they're obviously not coming out with. Bound Apparel come out with something that was semi-believable. That was clever. I believed it. You need something believable. That Zara Larsson thing tricked so many people. My own mother commented on it. Uncle Pat's mother told the whole feckin' family, the whole community. Everyone in work believed it. Like Steve believed it. Everybody believed it. So that's why I think it was so good. The fucking EP marketing girl commented on it being like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I texted her being like, surely you knew this was a joke because she obviously works for EP. And she was like, no, I thought that was real. And I was like, well, if anybody can make it happen, it's you. Do you think it could happen?
I could see it.
It makes sense.
Your haters would be furious.
They would hate. Imagine hating
I hate
me.
to see you winning.
Imagine hating me and I show up on stage at EP. Like you can't actually avoid me. Like I'm on the fucking RT News. I have a podcast. I'm on the radio. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. Now I could be on stage with Zara Larsson. She does bring someone up on stage though every time for that song. So I feel like it makes sense.
But they're like diehard Zara Larsson fans.
I know. And I'll hold my hands up. I'm not a diehard Zara Larsson fan. I love her music. I love that song. I've listened to her for years. Like, am I a diehard? No. But I'm a diehard Lush Lifer.
She's not a Lewis Capaldi.
No. But everyone has their... But Adam Fogarty, when he seen it, he was fuming. He was like, tell me this isn't real. Because obviously he's a dancer and he loves Zara Larsson.
What time did you post it on April 1st?
Late. It was like 8 o'clock at night.
Oh. So yeah, because I always think anything after 12.
People say that. Why is that?
I don't know. It's always been a thing. You have to post it really early. And then it's like, well, it's not really April Fool's after 12. But then anything in April Fool's usually comes out early. So that's probably why later is better.
Do you think? Yeah, because I think people's thought process is if I post it early, people will forget it's April Fool's. They'll believe it straight away. Whereas if you post it at night, everyone is seeing stuff all day long. But mine still worked. Guys, I'm a fucking genius.
Savvy.
Long live my creative brain because I don't know, like, again, toot my own horn. I just feel like I'm very good at my job and I'm happy that I done marketing in college. I'm not saying that like, if you go to college and do marketing, you're going to know how to make viral videos, but I feel like it's helped. Do you know what I mean? So big up to Manute there for that one. So sorry to tie back into what I was even, oh my God, I forgot one more prank that I did, right? This one I didn't post about. So I decided I wanted to prank Uncle Pat, right? And I am really bad at lying, but one thing about me is I'll keep a joke going. Like the stuff that me and Ava have told Uncle Pat that we still haven't told him as a joke yet, and he still believes it. Like we told our granny, you probably remember from the episode with Ava, we told our granny that Uncle Pat met Ava at an Owl City concert and punched her to get to the front. And she believed it. So I decided to tell Uncle Pat that I had gotten a brand deal offer from Durex for 6,000 euro.
Sick.
6,000 euro. So I texted my manager, Sarah, on Instagram and I said, can you WhatsApp me and tell me that I'm after getting a brand deal offer from Durex? She was like, yeah, grand. So she WhatsApps me and she's like, hey, this brand deal has come in. It's from Durex. Probably going to be big money, whatever. So I was like to Uncle Pat, oh my God, like I was like playing it up. I was like, oh, I don't know, is that a bit weird if I do that? And he was kind of like, Kasey, like, come on, like, do you know what I mean? He's like, what are you gonna have to do? And I was like, I don't know. And then I kind of spun it in a way of like, oh, maybe it'll be educational, you know, they want people that practice like safe sex or whatever. And he was just like, Kasey, like, this is give and sell out. Like, you don't have to do every ad that comes your way. Like, you're gonna be known as the girl in the fucking condom ad. And I was like, oh, like, oh, it is a bit embarrassing, but like, let me ask her how much it's worth. So I was like, how much are they gonna pay? And she's like, oh, probably like 6K. And I was like, oh my God, 6 grand, like that could be a holiday for us, do you know what I mean? I was really playing into it, and he was believing it. But then I'd move on to a different conversation, so like act like it was real, and then like I knew it was like playing in the back of his mind, and I was like, are you angry at me? He was like, obviously I'm not angry at you, but it's obviously just like a bit weird, like, you know. And then I was kind of like trying to make it out like he was the weird one. I was like, how is it weird? Like, it's obviously just educational for young people. Anyway, after about a half an hour I told him it was a joke, and he was a lot more calm then. Obviously, he'd never tell me not to do something, but obviously he's going to have an opinion. I don't think anybody would advise for me to do a Durex ad. And I personally don't think I could do it, but 6K, that would have been good.
I could see you doing it.
Could you?
Yeah.
No, I would not. I don't think I could. That's
Your mum would be mortified.
That's a bit Scarlet. Like, I do. Obviously I've done the anti-vape one. I definitely do like anti-drugs, anti-sunbeds, anything like that. But like anything to do with like sex or anything, I feel like, ew, no, I couldn't do it.
Too much.
I'm a prude. Everyone knows that. I hate talking about that shit. Especially like on a fucking podcast or on fucking like TV or on an ad or anything. I don't think it would be for me personally. But I mean, if anyone else would do it, get that bag. It's not even a real ad, so I don't know why I'm even arguing the fact. But yeah, that was my other April Fool's prank that did really well. Brandon actually posted one. Did you see it, of a fake boyfriend, an AI boyfriend?
Yeah, that was about obvious, I thought.
Well, Uncle Pat fell for that one as well. He was like, you never told me Brandon had a new boyfriend. I was like, yeah, like, he's from Kerry and his name is Ryan. He's kind of on the DL, like, he doesn't really do social media or whatever. And he was like, you're winding me up. And I was like, I'm telling you, it's real. Kept that one going. Never told him it was a joke. And then he seen it on Brandon's Instagram that it was a joke. I just love pranks. I don't love lying, but I love pranks.
Fair.
Pranks are kind of lies.
I can kind of see them straight away though. People try to prank me, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm great at an L prank. Me and Ava love a prank. Anyway, moving on, guys. I'm being pushed out of my own studio. Yeah, Belfast was really good in the end. Sorry, Scarlet, right? So we were in the Thirsty Go on Sunday night, I can't remember. No, Saturday night. And I met these girls that followed me or whatever. And they were like, oh, we're going to this place called Thompson's after if you want to come. And I was like, what's it like? And they were like, oh, they kept being like, oh, it's a shithole, but like it's our shithole. They were like, it's our Thompson's. And like, I was kind of getting like Coppers vibes when they were talking about it. I was like, oh, fuck it, we'll go. Bear in mind, me and Uncle Pat had 2 bottles of Prosecco, cider, cocktails, shots, the whole lot. And I was like, fuck it, let's just go. We go to Thompson's, right? And I'm so embarrassed. It was a teeny bopper disco. It was for teenagers, right? Oh my God. But then again, when you went in there was a mixture. Like there was people that were like 50 and then people that were like 12. Okay, not 12, that's dramatic. People that were like 17, 18, and then me. So yeah, we went in there. Bear in mind, with a group of people I've never met before. Uncle Pat has made friends with the lads. I've made friends with the girls. Then we go to the bathroom, discover that none of the girls actually even followed me. I was like, this is so embarrassing. But they were really nice. They were really, really nice. I only remember, one of them was called Grace. I can't remember the rest of their names. But yeah, it was actually good crack. We had a bit of a dance, few drinks. They had these girls going around with shots in like tubes, and like we were just taking the shots. Yeah, kind of mad, kind of scared that I went there. But bit of crack, like character building. We went to a nightclub with a load of people that I never met in my life. And to be fair, like when you're out with your boyfriend, you're not really going to go clubbing. But then we met a group of people who were like, oh, hell yeah. We were only in there for like 20 minutes. But yeah, that was kind of it for Belfast, guys. Oh, sorry, I meant to mention in Amelia Hall, right? There was a really nice girl working there. And she came over straight away, like as if she knew me. So I obviously figured that she was a follower, or like she just knew me from TikTok. So I was obviously chatting to her the way I talk to everyone that follows me, really nice. And Uncle Pat, I hate to say it, he's always right. He was like, Kasey, you know her. Like that, this isn't just like a follower conversation. Like, you know her, like you've met her before. And I was like, no, like I don't know her. Like chatting to her all night, serving our table, grand. That next day, get a comment on one of my videos, how's the head? Click onto her page. Turns out we follow each other and I've DM'd her before. So either I've just come across really ignorant, or she didn't cop that I didn't recognize who she was. So I texted her the next day and I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize that was you. What the hell? And she was like, oh my God, no, that makes you even more nice now because you were nice to me even though you didn't even know me. And I'm not just saying this, I've become so bad with faces, so bad with names, so bad with remembering if I've met someone before. And I fear it comes across really rude, but I've had so many walks of life between like school, college, the Gael talked, jobs. Like I just forget if I've met people. And obviously doing social media, then you meet hundreds of people. But yeah, lovely girl. Orla, shout out if you're listening. Okay, moving on because Paul hates me. What else? I just won't bother talking about the shit I've been watching if that's boring.
No, it's not giving podcasts.
Okay, Paul hates me.
No, I just want to make you make the most of your time.
Okay, well, yeah, guys, coming up, I have the student races next Wednesday, massive slay. When this comes out, oh my god, it'll be the student race day when this comes out, won't it? Next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be happening. Buzzing for that. Hopefully, I get to meet some of you there. A little secret for the listeners: I do have something else coming up. I won't say exactly what it is yet, but it does involve FM104. Does involve UCD. If you're a student there, wink, wink, may have something in the pipeline. Keep your eyes and your ears out. And yeah, I'm actually doing a meet and greet thing with Rimmel this Friday. Kind of scary. Why am I low-key afraid someone's going to come and try to kill me?
Meet and greet.
It's not like, it is and it isn't. Like I'm working with Rimmel. They're doing like a pop-up in Pennies, but I'm like the influencer that's going to be there, if that makes sense.
No other influencers there.
So other influencers are invited as like guests.
But you're the star of the show.
I'm the star of the show, which is kind of scary.
That's pretty good. You were wanting to be a Pennies ambassador. Now
I'm doing Pennies X Rimmel. Also, they gave me a voucher to buy an outfit in Pennies, right? I spent the whole voucher on pajamas. So then I had to go in today to Pennies to buy an outfit. And tell me why I spent €220. Pennies is popping off right now. That's why I was late for the podcast.
And the protest.
Oh, and the protest. Yeah, sorry. So I was double late because the Pennies I went to was right beside the protest. Anyways, also tomorrow I'm going to Cork for the day. I'm working with the Department of Transport. I'm very official these days, haven't I? Awful official.
Getting that coin.
Yeah, so myself and Nia are going down to Cork tomorrow. Getting the train up and back, obviously.
Nia from Donegal?
No, that's Neve.
Oh.
Neve Gal and Nia Gal.
Oh, sorry.
So me and Nia are going down to Cork tomorrow to do an ad with them. Yeah, great crack all together. Now to get into actually, one last thing. I signed up for a gym.
Which gym?
Anytime Fitness. 24 hours.
In Camino?
There's a few of them.
Mine is in Camino.
Oh, do you go there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, we can go together maybe.
Absolutely not.
So Uncle Pat goes there. Neve goes there. Neve O'Connor and Neve Gal, they all go to different branches. So I have joined the gym, guys. Haven't been to the gym in years. Obviously, I do my tribe classes and I do my runs and stuff. But I'm locking in. As of yesterday, I am so locked in. I am losing 2 stone for summer, and that's just it.
Okay.
Period. So,
Manifest.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the gym with Uncle Pat. I'm going to go with Neve. I'm going to go with the other Neve. It's going to be great. Can't wait. Because the 2 Neves were actually really good in the gym, and so was Uncle Pat. So I'm hoping to do like a run during the day and then a gym class late at night. Not a gym class, sorry, a gym session, because I work till 10. So I'm going to go at like 11 at night, which is kind of crazy. But Uncle Pat goes then, so should be good. Okay, moving on. So I don't want to be negative anymore, guys. I'm here to say it. I am retiring the hate videos officially. What do you think, Paul?
I think it's time.
Yeah. I've said this over and over, right? I probably never said it to yous. I've said to Uncle Pat, I've said to Paul, I've said to my manager, I've said to everyone, no more hate videos, no more responding to hate, no more rants, and I do it every time. So I'm going to speak to you right now on more of a personal level. I'm not going to come on all defensive and all attacky and all this, that, and the other, because people that listen to this podcast, I'm assuming, like me. But then again, I'm sure anyone that I've been in beef with in the last few weeks will be listening as well. So I have this issue where I don't want to say validation. I want to prove to everybody that I'm right all the time, which is a toxic trait of mine, okay? Clodagh has said to me time and time again, my best friend, once your family, friends, not even colleagues, once your family and friends know who you are and what you stand for and what type of person you are, it doesn't matter, which is true. But I let that go in one ear, out the other. I want to prove to everybody. It's like, even before I did social media, when I got cheated on, I wanted everybody to know how bad of a person my ex was. When I fell out with a friend recently, I wanted everybody to know how horrible she was and the horrible things she'd done to me. When anyone does me wrong, I want the world to know. And that is an issue of mine, okay? I'm an idiot here and now. So I don't want to address exactly what happened because I don't want to feed into it any more than whatever. But a video went up over the weekend about a group of influencers, not just me, but I took it personally, which I think is fair enough. I think people fail to remember that when I have a crash out like this, it's not just that one video. It's hundreds of things I've seen. Our brains aren't designed to be perceived by hundreds of thousands of people. I understand that I put myself in this position, but I'm just learning. I'm 25. I'm a young girl. Having this many eyes on you is crazy. And I think influencers are expected to be like clean 24/7. They're meant to be these pristine people that they never make a mistake. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's craziness. So the odd time I'm going to have a crash out. The odd time I'm going to take things personally. I took this video to heart. One, because I'll be honest, I had a drink on me and I was in Belfast and I seen that and I was fuming. And secondly, because it was about something that I worked on that I was really proud of, that I put a lot of work into. It was one of my favorite campaigns that I've done so far. And to have somebody just try to tarnish that and spread false information, even if it was a joke, it upset me. I'll be honest, I took it personally. What I did wrong was feed into the video, respond to comments about the video, and I did what I always do. I posted screenshots about it on my story, which I think, as much as it's entertaining for people, I am now saying that it has to stop, because all it does is bring negativity. It brings anxiety. It brings a week of a barrage of messages from the person, their friends, their family, threats. It just isn't worth it anymore. So I just decided, after I'd engaged in this discourse, I was going to block everybody involved in the situation, because I'm a fan of the block button. Once I blocked everybody, thought it was the end of it, more videos went up. Hashtag Kasey Campion, hashtag Irish drama, Kasey Campion blocked me. And then I start to receive multiple messages from this friend group, from their second accounts, from fake accounts, comments of them just like taunting me. Do you know what I mean? And I understand that I put myself in the position by engaging in the first place, but I also just think I am now the butt of the joke for this friend group. And at the end of the day, I'm a human being. I'm not saying I'm fully guilt-free here. Like, I've obviously done stuff wrong as well. But yeah, I just think on social media, you should be able to block people and move on. I feel like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you don't like somebody and you block them, it's an issue. If you don't like somebody and you come out and say you don't like them, it's also an issue. Another thing that I need to address, which I, again, I'm going to name names or whatever, I posted a rant video yesterday, which I thought was very well articulated. But I had one slip up in the rant video where I called somebody a melt, right? And looking back now, poor choice of words. And I have had multiple videos made about me as to why I blocked certain individuals, this, that, and the other. And I've never come out and said why. I've never addressed it, because I don't want to fuel it. If I don't like someone's content, I just blocked them. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't think it was ever going to come back on me. But yesterday I slipped up and I said why I blocked the person. I said they were a melt. And sure enough, that one little snippet has been clipped and has made me out to be the worst person in the world. And one part of me thinks like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. And then the other part of me thinks, multiple videos were made about you, about this situation, and people want to know why you blocked them. And I don't think melt is the worst word in the world. If someone called me that, I would say, fair enough. I am a melt. But what I don't like, there's one thing I don't like, right? I don't mind being called out. I don't mind being criticized. I don't mind any of that. But when it comes to comments about my personality that aren't true, like stuff being spread in comment sections that fuel things more, I don't like that. When comments are made about certain individuals on my post, I delete them. I don't let anybody bully anybody in my comment sections. But obviously this girl made a video and the whole comment section is about me. Some stuff might be true, some stuff not true. A lot of people saying, oh, I used to like Kasey Campion and I don't like her now. And I'm not going to lie, it's given me a lot of anxiety. It's kind of taught me a lesson. And I think I have been stripped of being allowed to have an opinion. So I've now decided, and I really hope I stick to this, no more opinions, no more negativity, no more replying to hate comments, no more replying to fat shaming comments, no more outing people. I just think, as much as I want to defend myself and as much as I want to prove to everybody, you're never going to win. You're never going to win on the internet, right? One comment, for example, this isn't even bad, but this is just something that was put right. I sat behind her at a concert once, absolutely tainted the night for me. Did the typical influencer thing of filming herself with a backflash on for like 2 of the songs that she actually knew, and turned to whoever she was with and said, why is she singing songs people won't even know? And it was Gracie Abrams singing I Miss You, I'm Sorry. So look, of course, I want to go on and bash that girl and defend myself. The reality of that comment is I went to Gracie Abrams, was invited with Universal. I will hold my hands up and say I'm not world's biggest Gracie Abrams fan, but my cousin is. My cousin Anna is a die-hard Gracie Abrams fan. So I was so happy to be able to bring her and surprise her with these tickets. Did I only know 2 or 3 songs? Yes. Did I turn my camera and video with the backflash for portions of those songs, yes. Because number one, when you're vlogging at a concert, you're gonna video the most viral songs. That's just what I do. And also, I didn't want a video for every single song for exactly what this person said. I don't want to be like video and people are behind me. But she's saying I tainted the whole concert for her. And I sent my cousin Anna this comment and she was actually like not upset by it, but she was like, for God's sake, you brought me to that concert. It was a nice surprise, like whatever. People just come at you for anything. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say here is I understand I have issues. Okay, we all do. I need to work on not responding to hate so much. And yeah, we're turning a new leaf, I think. What do you think, Paul?
Let's take a break and do dilemmas.
Let's take a break. Do dilemmas. Paul has no opinion on the matter. But yeah, if you're listening and you're a part of any of that beef, hopefully this makes it more understandable. But
leave Kasey alone.
Leave Brittany alone. But
Kasey,
yeah.
Kasey doesn't deserve it.
No, maybe sometimes I do.
Kasey is actually remarkably chill.
Thank you.
Despite what her online personality says.
Yeah, and you know what? And the last thing I'll say is I will never come for somebody for absolutely no reason. Anyone I've ever came for has done something to me first. And like, even though I come across quite like, you know, snappy, fiery, whatever, I actually am a nice person, I'd like to think. I never do anybody wrong. I've never done a friend wrong. And I feel like I do nice things to my followers all the time that I don't broadcast. And I'm not saying I deserve a medal for that. But anyway, that's just me. Right, we're going to take a break, come back with dilemmas, and we'll be right back. Welcome back on the case, guys. We're moving into dilemmas. This is our best case scenario segment, where I give you the best case scenario for your problem. So, I have 2 today. Great dilemmas. I'm here for it, guys. Keep sending them in to onthecasepod@gmail.com or just DM me. Okay, so hi Kasey, love the podcast and love how you take no bullshit. Well, that's ending as of now, unfortunately. My dilemma is that I hate being single. I miss being in love and having someone who is my person. It's worse because I was broken up with and wish we could still be together. He treated me amazing. I'm 25 and I hate single life because all my friends are in happy relationships like I once was. But the thought of starting over with someone new makes me sick. So I need to be single for a long time. I know you're with Uncle Pat, but I know you were single for a few years before. So do you have any tips on how to enjoy single life?
Tough one.
Girl, I'm literally like the perfect person to ask this question to. So I personally think, right, this is kind of cringe, but being single is like a privilege. You don't know how long you're going to be single for. And obviously being in a relationship, once it's a healthy relationship, is great. But of course, naturally it comes with stresses. You are now, I don't want to say answering to someone. You're not answering to someone, but you have somebody that you have to share your life with, your days with. You can't just make rash decisions and plans because there's someone else you have to consider. Being single, you can do what you want when you want. You have the opportunity to go traveling. You don't have to consider somebody else when you're deciding like what you're doing with your life. Nights out, girls trips, whatever. Of course, you can still do all those things in a relationship, which I do, but you have to consider somebody else. Clodagh, my best friend, is in the same boat as you. I hope she won't mind me saying. I'm sure she won't. She's 27, single, never had a relationship, and all she wants is a boyfriend. But I'm like, Clodagh, as cringe as it sounds, when the right person is for you, it will just happen. I obviously was in a relationship before, 3 years, got cheated on, so a little bit different to your situation, and I said never again. Like you said in your message, you said you can't imagine like being with someone else again. What did you say? Hang on. You said, yeah, thought of someone new makes you sick. I was the same. I remember when I was in my last relationship, before I got cheated on, I kind of knew it was over in my own head, but I didn't want to admit that, and I was like, oh my God, I can never be with anyone again. It makes me sick. I won't be able. This is the end of the world. It's really not. And again, the person comes along when you don't expect it. I've obviously never explicitly said how I met Uncle Pat or where I met Uncle Pat, but I met Uncle Pat in the wild, guys. It wasn't on like Tinder or anything. And of course, at the time I was like, ew, no, never getting a boyfriend, traumatized. But it just happens. Like, it just happens. And then you forget your old relationship ever even. Like, if I walked by the road on the street, I don't think I'd even bat an eyelid. So what I'll say to you is enjoy single life, go on nights out, travel, go on girls trips. If you meet someone, you meet someone. If you don't, you don't. I know you're saying that your last boyfriend was amazing and you wish you could still be together. But I promise you, when you meet the next boyfriend, whether it's in a month, a year, 3 years, you're probably going to realize stuff about your last boyfriend that wasn't that amazing. I thought the rodent was fucking God's gift to the planet. When I look back, oh my God, it was probably actually a really toxic relationship, and I didn't realize that at the time. Obviously there was good times, but obviously there was a lot of bad times. And again, I said I'd never say this because the last time I was so wrong. Uncle Pat literally is the perfect boyfriend. And I swore I'd never say that again about somebody because they can prove you wrong. But when I tell you the right one is going to worship the ground you walk on, that man has never given me 1 ounce of stress or worry in my life. And again, I hate saying it because they can always prove you wrong. But if I can say it can happen. What do you think, Paul?
She sounds very young, and I get
She's 25.
it. Yeah, that's very young.
Okay. Lock it.
She has her whole life ahead of her. I think it's harder for women and young girls because they have a more of a biological clock. But I think just because your relationship doesn't mean you're necessarily happier. I know a lot of people who have been in unhappy relationships.
Yeah.
And being single is underrated.
Mm-hmm.
I think now is the time, it's going to be summer, is to focus on yourself, meet some friends, go out and do stuff. Like, say, you might meet someone naturally. And as we said many times before, comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes.
Just because your friends have a relationship doesn't mean it isn't a good one or it's the right person for them.
Yeah.
And who's to say they won't be single in a few soon? So
there's so many relationships you see online.
Yeah.
Even people that aren't influencers, just like normal relationships, and you can think, oh my God, they look so perfect. Guarantee you, behind closed doors, they're not.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and I'm not saying that about everybody, because here's me saying I have a perfect relationship. Every relationship has arguments. But being single, you don't have anyone to worry about but yourself. I would say, you know, I'm not saying go to the gym, but start going to the gym, get ready for summer, like go on holidays, be excited. Like you can go on a night out, like you can go on a holiday in a foreign country and chat to who you want, flirt with who you want. Great vibes. Like that's the dream for you, not for me, but for you, that, like, do you know what I mean? You've all that to look forward to. And I know it might be annoying that your friends are in relationships, but honestly, like being single and being in a relationship, they can be happy in both. Do you know what I mean?
Get out there, girl.
Get out there, live your life. You'll find someone naturally. And yeah, slay. I really hope that helped. I don't know if that helped. I feel like that was good.
That was good.
That was good.
Next
okay.
dilemma.
Okay, slay. Next dilemma. Let me find where it is because... Okay, I found it, guys. Right. To make a long story short, my boyfriend did something and I expressed how it was a boundary. As in, like, he broke a boundary. His response was to say it's my fault that I felt that way and I needed to get over it because it's not that deep. I got over it, tried to smooth things over. After that, it was a back and forth of him calling me names and me trying to fix things. It seems like everything I do gets thrown back in my face. I don't want to leave him, but I don't want to be disrespected at the same time. And finding a balance is so hard because it's always all thrown back in my face because it's me that needs the change and not him, in inverted commas. I asked her, did she want to tell me what he done? And she said no, in case he finds out. But she's saying that he broke one of her boundaries. So that's not good, first of all.
No, it's kind of a red flag.
Like,
and it's like, this is one boundary. How do you know you won't break another?
As I've just said, and I don't want to be the person that's like, oh my God, my boyfriend's so great. I can't imagine ever having to write a dilemma like that about Uncle Pat. And if I did, going to him and saying this was a boundary and you've broken it, and for his response to be, oh, it's all your fault, you need to, you know, it's your issue. That's not great communication. That's him deflecting onto you. Whether the boundary that was broken was big or small, it's one of your boundaries. You've clearly stated that to him and he's saying, nah, it's your fault, deal with it yourself. I
agree. You got to put your foot down. I think if you're in a relationship where the other person is in control the whole time, it's not really a relationship.
That's gaslighting, actually.
Yeah, totally. Like, you should be able to go, this is unacceptable. You have to apologize.
Like, obviously I don't know the severity of what he's done. So what I would advise you do is, I would say go to him and say, look, this was the boundary. You broke it. I expressed that to you. I don't really like how you dealt with it by telling me everything was my fault. It should be me and you against the problem, not me and you against each other. And see how he reacts to that. And if it's still bad and if it's still all your fault, unfortunately, I just, like, I know it's a bit dramatic to be like, break up with him. But like, if that's how he deals with one thing, what's the next thing going to be? Also,
tell your friends and family, just so if he is gaslighting you and treating you badly, at least people know. You want receipts so people can...
Yeah, and I feel like another good motto to like live by is if you'd be embarrassed to tell this to your friends or family what he's done, probably a red flag. Because like, if you're embarrassed of his behaviour, I'm not saying you are, but like realistically, if you're sending a dilemma, you probably aren't too happy with his behaviour. Your friends and family aren't going to want you with someone like that either, do you know?
Or if your friend was telling you this story,
yeah,
would you be like, girl, dump him?
Yeah. So what I'd say is, depending on the severity of what he's done, deal with it that way. But yeah, definitely go to him and express how you're feeling. be clear, lay it down. And if he picks it up badly again, I'd just say like red flag and just like don't threaten him, but be like, look, I don't want to be with someone who doesn't, one, respect my boundaries, and two, receives it really badly when I come with a problem. Like if I went to Uncle Pat and said, I'm kind of upset with this thing that you've done, he'd listen. They could be defensive at first, but they always come around and be like, okay, maybe this, maybe that. And they should always be on your side, in my opinion, personally. So
I agree.
Well, guys, that was your dilemmas. Hope these get sorted. Keep me updated. Love you all. Send them into onthecasepod@gmail.com. You can send them into our Instagram, which is onthecasepod. Same with TikTok, or just send them to me directly on my own TikTok and Instagram. Obviously, all anonymous. And yeah, that's kind of it for this week, guys. New episodes every single Wednesday. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube, guys. A lot of you were asking me what it is. It's Onic Originals, isn't it?
Yes.
Onic Originals. Rate the podcast on Spotify. If you're listening, feel free to screenshot, share it around, tag me. And yeah, love you all. See you next week. Bye. On the Case is an Onic Original podcast hosted by me, Kasey Campion. Audio and visual design by Stephen King O'Farrell and Connor Daly. Developed and produced by series producer Paul McGregor. Executive producer Sasha Hamrogue. New episodes of On the Case come out every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, and you can watch full episodes on YouTube. Thanks for listening. This is an Onic Original podcast.